But it's always a pleasure having these conversations with you. Economist Kayode Deji, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Now let's move on to our next conversation. The political landscape in Nigeria is shifting once again as more state governors continue to defect to the All Progressives Congress, the APC. With the 2027 elections on the horizon, these defections are raising key questions. What is drawing these leaders to the APC? Is this part of a broader realignment or purely strategic positioning? And what does it all mean for opposition parties and the balance of power across the country? To help us unpack these developments, especially from the perspective of Edo State and the South-South region, we're joined by the chairman of the APC in Edo State. Good evening to you, Mr. Jarrett. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Right. So, more governors are trooping into your party every other month. Isn't that an implosion waiting to happen?
Well, no, I don't think so. If you remember, before our election in Edo, we had a meeting in Cross River where we had just one governor in the South-South as at that time. And today, the governor, as at that time, that's the governor of Cross River State, said that he's going to work very hard to ensure that Edo comes in. And from there, we are going to all join together with the Edo governor that we are going to realize to ensure that other states come in. And all we were targeting at that time is to ensure that the entire South-South is APC. And that is what is happening now. The point is, the president is doing very well, and many governors are keen into it. And look at what is happening in all the states in the country. You discover that the APC states, the governors are doing excellently well. The president is doing well, and the governors are seeing it. We have never had it good before, and the governors are seeing all of that. So they want to key into the center to ensure that that thing that the president is doing gets to their state. So that's what you are seeing. And don't forget that PDP is a sinking ship, and our president said it very clearly, that when a ship is sinking, it is good for you to give life jacket to those in the ship so that they don't sink with the ship. That is exactly what is happening today.
I hear you, but how do you respond to accusations that the APC is using federal might or pressure to attract these governors from other parties? Are we on the path to a one-party system? Is this what we're gradually seeing before our very own eyes?
It is not the duty of APC to prevent a one-party state. It is the duty of the opposition to prevent one-party state. The APC, we are happy to have people coming to us. You had ADC, they started it by saying that they want to have their forming coalition. But they couldn't continue, but APC is doing it, and many people are keen into the program of the president. That's the reason why you are seeing a collapse in all other political parties. Look at Edo State as an example. The governor came in, the governor who we took over from was a PDP governor. Look at what the governor of Edo State is doing now. Within a period of 9 months, he has done excellently well. Roads are everywhere. He's constructing the longest flyover in Nigeria, in Edo State, which has never happened before. So many states, even seeing this, is enough for people to start coming into the APC.
And I'm sure you must have heard your colleagues from other parties. ADC, for instance, says 2027 elections will be between APC and Nigerians. I mean, this is directly implying that Nigerians wouldn't vote or would vote out the APC. Mr. Peter Obi also said the ongoing defections by state governors in the southeast would not guarantee the political capture of the zone. Do you believe APC has delivered enough to win Nigerians over again in 2027?
Nigerians are happy with APC. Everybody is happy with what the president is doing. And that is the reason why people are coming into the party. If you call Peter Obi saying this or that, Peter Obi is known for playing his politics in social media. And that is he's a baby politician when it comes to things like this. If he thinks that what has started in APC is a joke, he should wait. 2027, we show him. For instance, You can see the cap I'm wearing. We are not forcing this cap to give to people. We printed about 7,000 caps, and we told everybody that 2027 for Asiwaju is settled. We told anybody who is interested, who is keen into it, to come and collect the caps. As I speak, we have given out about 3 million to people already. And don't forget that we are targeting about 3.5 million votes in Edo for the president, which is already guaranteed, which is already settled. And it will happen by the grace of God. 1 billion Peter Obi cannot stop APC from capturing Southeast and Nigeria.
And I must say that it takes a lot of confidence for you to call a former governor a baby politician. But quickly, do you agree that political structures on the ground, not just elite defections, determine electoral success? Is this something lacking in the APC?
Let me tell you what political structure. In a state, you have the governor. And that state, you have the local government council chairman. And all of them will belong to that same party. So how do you penetrate? It is only when you don't have a governor. That is when you say, okay, yes, you can, you possibly can lag behind in such a state. But the political structure starts from the governor, then you go to the grassroots where you have the local government council chairman. That is the structure that wins election. That is the structure that wins election, because he who pays the piper dictates the tone. That is what is happening. So the APC has the structure to win more votes that they got in the last election.
So what then would you say to Nigerians who feel the APC has become disconnected from the masses and only serves political elites?
The APC?
Yes.
No, that's not true. The APC is connected to the people. What the president is doing, the people are seeing it. We've never had it as good as this before in Nigeria. The best president we have ever had is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the entire Nigeria is aware. As I speak to you, I'm in Kebbi State. I am here to talk to Edo people who registered at home, and I'm here to have a meeting with them to tell them on the need for them to come home. That is connection. We are connecting to the people, and that is virtually what all the state chairmen of APC are doing across the country. So at the end of the day, the votes we are going to have will be more than what we had before. I can break it down to you. In the last election, the president got about 8 million votes. Atiku got about 6 million votes. Peter Obi got about 5 million votes. As I speak, the Peter Obi vote, I can categorically tell you that it is divided into two right now. And one part of it is for the APC. The Atiku votes are divided into two. The better half of it is for the APC as I speak now. So the president is going to have vote going into 2027. He thinks it does. And he thinks it does. And he's a pro-people governor. He will remain there. As I speak, we even had to call the House of Assembly to try and check if there is a way a governor can do third term, since it's a state thing. We are working on that. That is to say his second term is already guaranteed. That is the connection he has with his people. You heard him yesterday. He said that if you are not wearing a Asiwaju cap,
so we'll get to that in a moment, because Nigerians have started reacting to that. But what you had said earlier, I do not think in any way justifies this increase in ministries, because some say this expansion is excessive and burdens the state financially. And also, you know, I'm not sure the cabinet expansion was part of the APC's broader governance blueprint for Edo State, because I followed his campaign promises. It definitely looks like a response to internal political pressure and the need to reward loyalists. Am I correct?
No, that's not true. That's not true. The governor, first of all, before he takes any steps, he must look at it critically and see how it will affect the people. Any action the governor has always taken is directed by God. His steps is directed by God, guided. And everything he has done by expanding his cabinet means that there are areas where if you give a workload to one particular person, a ministry that is supposed to be like three ministries, and you give it to one person, the workload will be so much that the person will not be able to deliver. For instance, we have a ministry that is purely for security because of the nature of the security in the state. That is why he did that. So if you check all the ministry that he has, it has meaning, it has a reason why such ministry were formed. So everything he did, it is what the people want him to do. That is what he's doing. It is not because of political pressure. Our governor does not work
what
under
you said
pressure.
is that this move is about consolidating APC's base in Edo State. So would it be fair for anyone to assume that this move is aimed at strengthening his influence ahead of the next Edo governorship election? Is that accurate?
That's not it. It is. I just made an example. I just gave you an example now, where you have a ministry where somebody is doing the job of about 5 people. How will that person perform? How will that person deliver? That is what the governor critically looked at that made him to expand his cabinet.
So the governor has also reintroduced Edo languages into school curriculum. He has approved a permanent appointment for over 5,000 contract teachers. There has been considerable public reaction to his reported directive for cabinet members to wear President Tinubu's branded outfit at public events. How do you respond to the criticism that this directive blurs the line between governance and partisan loyalty? What does it mean?
Well, as I speak, from the party angle, if you refuse to wear that cap as the governor has instructed, as you are barred from going into ESCO meeting, we will also suspend you from the party, because that is his discipline and that is his subordination, which we don't tolerate in Edo State.
Why is that so? That's what I'm asking.
That is because we had made a promise that come 2027, 3.5 billion votes is guaranteed for the president. And in that, by so doing, that anybody, I said it in one of my interviews, that if any impediment to make that not happen, we will not tolerate it. Even if it's my hand, I will cut it off. Even if it's my head, I will cut it off. So what you saw there is to show you the loyalty. And everybody in the cabinet, everybody in Edo State has keyed into our realizing those 3.5 million votes.
How does wearing the branded outfit translate to votes? That's the question, because critics also argue that such a directive undermines the principle of political neutrality in governance. Do you share that concern?
Well, if you are a member of APC,
I'm not a member.
And you are no, I said I'm just trying to. If somebody is a member of APC, and you have appointment, they give you an appointment, you are supposed to be loyal to the APC. And our loyalty, for instance, my loyalty is to the governor, and the governor's loyalty is to the president. That is, we are just expressing our loyalty to the president with that. And every person, there's nobody that is complaining in Edo State. There's nobody that is complaining. Any other person complaining are opposition. And they had better stop complaining, because
and I think there are also some neutral persons trying to find out the motive behind this. I mean, just to tell you, for those who see this as an attempt to elevate party identity over the non-partisan expectations of public service, how do you reconcile loyalty to the president with the need for political inclusivity at the state level?
Well, anyhow anybody wants to look at it, they can look at it in their own different ways. We in Edo State, we have said it very clearly that our loyalty to the president is like no brake, no gear, no sense. And anybody who is not happy about that, the transformer is there to hug. At the end of the day, we have made it very, very clear. No Asiwaju cap, no ESCO, and it stands. And if you are barred from going into the ESCO without Asiwaju cap, you are bad, the party will suspend that person.
All right. So quickly, before I let you go, Mr. Jarrett, back to our conversation about the gale of defections into your party. The conversation out there is that 3 more governors are expected in the APC in the next coming weeks. What's your view on the claim that many politicians defect only for survival and not for the ideology of the party?
I don't think so. You cannot be saying that the Bayelsa governor is asking for survival because he's doing his second term. I think he has discovered the reality. He has discovered that the party he belongs is sinking, is dying, and it will soon die. I think that's the reason. Many people are seeing the good work the president is doing for the country. Many of them are also seeing the good work the governors of APC are doing. And that will also tell you that the progressive governor chairman, Hope Uzodinma, is also doing a good job. As I speak, they are in Kebbi having meeting. They are not sleeping. They are working very hard because 2027 is key to APC.
All right, thank you so much for speaking with us tonight. I've been speaking with the chairman of the APC in Edo State, Mr. Jared Tenebe. Thank you so much for your time with us on Politics Tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for watching, everyone. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But before we go, let's tell you that the views and reactions of our resource persons are theirs and have no connection with TVC News. Meanwhile, you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode at 12:30 a.m. Get in touch with us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News NG and at Olajumoke using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News NG. I'm Olajumoke. Good night, everyone. I'll see you again tomorrow.